On the 12th of July, the Daily Maverick released an article and it reads as follows. A ballistic report allegedly linking an AK-47 and a pistol to the Transnet corruption cover-up murder and the shooting of high-profile public figures add weight to the KZN Police Commissioner's claims of criminal octopus with tentacles reaching deep into key institutions, including law enforcement itself. An AK-47 and a pistol and a deadly attempt to cover up Transnet tender corruption. This is what may lead to arrests for the shooting of several high-profile artists in Gauteng over roughly 4 years, and the exposure of alleged top-tier state involvement in deep-rooted organized crime in South Africa. Certain police officers say the AK-47 and the pistol were linked to the April 2024 killing in Vereniging of an engineer, Amanswar, who was shot after the company he worked for unearthed corruption related to Transnet and tenders. The guns are allegedly linked to the shooting of several artists and may shed light on the killings of Opa John Sikpuka, better known as DJ Sumbody, and his apparent bodyguard who went by the name of Walter Sibusiso. Both were shot in Johannesburg in November 2022. Sifoka and Sibusiso's murder edged close to suspicions of gangsterism, drug trafficking, state corruption, extortion records, and criminal networks embedded in private security companies and nightclubs. It appears Sibusiso once worked for a security company founded by arrested businessperson Busi Ket Matlala. Last year, Matlala was awarded a 360 million police contract that has since been terminated. News 24 reported that whistleblower Babita Jokaran, who was murdered in August 2021, had flagged Matlala's over contracts linked to Tembisa Hospital in Gauteng. Last Sunday in July, KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi alleged that Matlala was financially supporting Police Minister Senzo Mchunu's political endeavors. Mchunu has since denied knowing Matlala or receiving anything from him. Apart from the accusations, Mkhwanazi alleged during the press conference in Durban that a high-level criminal syndicate was operating in South Africa. He said it extended into the South African Police Services and Police Ministry, Parliament, prison officials, judiciary, and other law enforcement authorities. Mkhwanazi, whose security has been beefed up since he made his allegations, also said that a drug cartel headquartered in Gauteng was ultimately controlling the syndicate. If true, it means an internationally operating cartel with ties to the state and the private sector is based in the province that also houses South Africa's administrative capital, Pretoria. The unfolding crisis threatens to derail key policing operations and expose even deeper layers of corruption. It would also have an effect in political power. National Police Commissioner General Pani Masemula, who seemed to back Mkhwanazi, described the scandal as unprecedented this week and said it struck at the heart of the police. President Ramaphosa is set to intervene. So far, the saga involves high-level claims, counterclaims, and smear campaigns accusations, elements often used to conceal state-embedded organized crime. What cannot be refuted, however, is the body count that criminals in such circles produce, often by way of shootings. This is also where Mkhwanazi appears to be in possession of hard evidence. During his press briefing, he referred to the 2024 murder of Swarts in Vereniging. According to an earlier SAPS statement, 4 suspects were accused in the case, including one convicted of drug trafficking in the UK more than 2 decades ago. News 24 first reported a warrant of arrest was issued last month for a 5th suspect, Lakibu Tumelo Molefe. Mkhwanazi, during his press briefing conference, referred to one of the detained suspects in the case, Dau Pule, a police officer, during the arrest. Weapons used in the murder, an AK-47 and a pistol, along with cell phones, were confiscated. Mkhwanazi said. A ballistic expert from the Political Killings Task Team created in 2018 examined the firearms. Mkhwanazi said that on 30th of December last year, the expert issued a ballistic report which linked these firearms with a number of high-profile cases, including the shooting of high-profile South African artists, which occurred in Gauteng dating as far back as 2021. He did not name the artists, but he said suspects in the case were known and decisions to prosecute them needed to be made. He also alleged that the day after the crucial ballistic report was issued, 31st December 2024, Senzo Mchunu sent out a directive to freeze the filling of vacancies in the Criminal Intelligence Unit and to disband the Political Killings Task Team. The disbanding, Mkhwanazi claimed, was so that Mchunu could shield politically connected members of a criminal syndicate from prosecution. Mchunu has dismissed the allegations. Mkhwanazi's accusations aside, the facts are that there have been indeed shootings targeting Gauteng artists, DJs, and high-profile figures. For example, Tebogo Thobejane was wounded in a shooting in Sandton in October 2023. Amongst those arrested for her attempted murder is Nhlanhla, whom Mkhwanazi has accused of being in cahoots with Senzo Mchunu. Nhlanhla is president of the company CAT VIP Protection. According to its website, it says, with over 30 years experience in law enforcement. He founded CAT VIP as there was a need for elite human assets protection in South Africa. Aside from Thobejane's shooting, there have been other incidents in Johannesburg, such as the murders of Sifoka, DJ Sumbody, and Sibusiso. They were killed in Johannesburg in November 2022, nearly a year before Thobejane was wounded. Among those who attended Sifoka's funeral was EFF leader Julius Malema. After Mkhwanazi's press conference on Sunday, suspicious and photographs did the round suggesting that Sibusiso was linked to CAT VIP. Daily Maverick found photos on Sibusiso's social media profile as well as on CAT VIP Instagram page showing that Sibusiso probably had worked for the company. A photo dated 2018 shows a man in company attire bearing a strong resemblance to Sibusiso opening a car for someone. Another photo on Sibusiso's Instagram page from 2018 shows him in a CAT VIP top, and in 2019, Facebook post shows him standing outside a black car with what appears to be a VIP CAT logo on his t-shirt. Other photos intercept with images of liquor, luxury cars, designer clothes, and Rolex watch shows Sibusiso with Sifoka. Entertainment establishment also fed into the matrix, hinting a potential danger to patrons. Sifoka was known for the Ayep lifestyle brand, which he and his partner, Kagisho Setsetse, created. It involved two venues, the Ayep Lifestyle Lounge in mainland Pretoria and another in Cape Town city centre. Daily Maverick previously reported that 28 gang boss accused Ralph Stanfield and his wife Nicole Johnson were involved in Ayep Cape Town. The venue was temporarily closed in 2023 after accusations by Setsetse that Stanfield and Johnson, its general manager, were trying to dominate it. Among the accusations Setsetse made, which Stanfield countered with claims of his own, was that Stanfield was involved in handling security at Ayep Cape Town. In an affidavit to police, Setsetse also alleged that gangsters targeted the venue and terrorized customers after it opened in 2021. A legal settlement in 2023 led to Setsetse selling his one-third share in the business. Other shares belong to Stanfield's mother-in-law, Barbara Johnson, and to Sifoka's family. If Mkhwanazi's allegation is correct, that the AK-47 and the pistol used in Swar's killing are indeed linked to other high-profile murders in Joburg, and if Sifoka's shooting is part of this, it emerges gang suspicions with the developing policing scandal. In the Cape Town, in the Western Cape, suspicions arrive that there are crooked cops working with gangsters. This in turn ties into the drug trade. For a long time, there have been suspicions in policing circles that figures based in Gauteng import narcotics and pump them through South Africa, with a special focus on Western Cape gangsters that act as conduits. Specific suspicions involve luxury vehicles and drug consignments being exchanged between the provinces. There are also long-standing beliefs that politicians and individuals with state ties are benefiting from this illicit trade. Mkhwanazi, during his press conference, made allegations in that regard. A presentation he shared said an investigation involving police officers from KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng had unmasked the syndicate, which involves politicians, law enforcement, SAPS, Metro Police, correctional services, prosecutors, judiciary, and controlled by drug cartels as well as business people. Mkhwanazi explained that this alleged drug cartel was headquartered in Gauteng and importing drugs from South America. The drugs often entered South Africa through Durban Harbour. The Daily Maverick has previously reported that international traffickers prefer using this port when shipping masses of cocaine into the country. Mkhwanazi said that from Durban, drugs were transported to Gauteng, where they were processed and distributed around South Africa as well as beyond the country. The Critical Crime Intelligence Unit crops up here. Its head, Dumisani Khumalo, and 6 colleagues were arrested late last month on corruption-related charges, which they deny. Mkhwanazi has implied that they were arrested with deliberate aim to destroying crime intelligence. Khumalo's name previously cropped up in a cocaine scandal linked to a 200 million interception in Johannesburg in July 2021. So, too did that of Major General Feroz Khan, the head of counterintelligence and security at Crime Intelligence. Daily Maverick previously reported that Khan was accused of defeating the ends of justice and bringing the SAPS into disrepute. This related to his presence at the 2021 cocaine bust, which had involved the arrest of police officers. But Khan, via court processes, had countered that Khumalo had used the cocaine interception to try to get rid of him because of his investigations into the abuse of secret funds with possible links to Khumalo. Police bosses denied that Khan was being targeted for business for dubious reasons. According to police, the cocaine at the center of that scandal had come from Brazil, arrived in KwaZulu-Natal, and been transported to Gauteng. It was not the only consignment to move from one province to the next. This is the same route that Mkhwanazi said the alleged cartel with ties to various state authorities and headquartered in Gauteng was using. Further backing his assertions is what happened in Port Shepstone, KwaZulu-Natal in 2021. Between the weekend of 5 and 8 November that year, the Hawks offices were burglared and cocaine with 200 million was stolen. A Hawk statement released afterwards said the suspect gained entry into the building by forcing open the windows. One of the safes in the office, which were used to store exhibits, was tampered with. Widely viewed as an inside job, the theft supports Mkhwanazi's claim that corrupt police are involved in drug trafficking. After all that reading, I'm not gonna say a lot. I'm not gonna try and explain everything. I think everything is just clear from the article. I've made a video about Swart's killing, Aman Swart's killing. It's one of my previous videos. If you want to understand more about how he was killed, you can go back, scroll back to one of the videos and just listen to that video. It is interesting that one incident can just unfold so much. Well, this story just keeps on giving, it just keeps on giving us answers to the questions that we've had. It's surprising. It's actually infuriating at the same time, because the very same people accused of this atrocities are the people that we're supposed to be trusting, are the people who are supposed to be taking care of us, are the people who are supposed to be protecting us from the same criminals that they're having dealings with. One thing that I'm sure South Africans would be happy for is DJ Somebody's killer being found, or knowing who killed DJ, or it being proven, because it has been speculated before. Just comment. I think this is a lot for me. This is a lot for me to process. This is a lot for me to digest. The one story that actually I'm trying to find strength to do is Babita Deokaran's story. It's one infuriating story. I've been trying to muster strength every day to say, I'll do Babita's story. I'll do Babita's story. But I promise you, tomorrow I'm going to do the story, and then you'll see how it all ties to this individual. Please tell us your thoughts down in the comment section, and don't forget to like the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.